Hey, what's up everybody? I'm out here for the first time ever. Where's it at? There we go. Universal Studios with Horror Nights in Orlando, Florida. I am super excited to go in here. I went to the Halloween Haunt at Kings Island a couple weeks ago. I was terrified, but it turned out being one of the most fantastic fun days I've ever been in a theme park, so I cannot wait to see what Universal has in store. So come with me, scream with me, let's get scared together. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's go inside. The Universal, I don't know if they have filming inside the houses, so I'll try to show you something, but I don't know if I can. I will definitely get you the scare zones, any kind of treats that I try, and I'll show you what I can, but can't guarantee much, but we're gonna have a good time anyway. I do have like express pass where I get to go to the front of the line in all the houses, so that's gonna be a good time. All right, first house I'm coming over to is Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Woo! Look at this fella out front here.
Go beyond the mayhem and madness of last year's wildly popular Scare Zone and step right up for an entire haunted house experience based on the cult classic film Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This new experience will feature a gaggle of new characters including the Baby Clowns, Boko, and Clownzilla, as well as new scenery like the Clown Circus Tent Spaceship and the Cotton Candy Cocoon storage room where they keep their victims. Throughout the house, your sense of fear will be triggered by your sense of smell as you encounter strong whiffs of familiar fairground fare like sweetened cotton candy, stale buttery popcorn, and ice cream. Don't be fooled though, these otherwise pleasant aromas are a sign of the murderous gang of clowns that awaits you as you move from scene to scene. Try to evade them or you're likely to end up captured in one of their cotton candy cocoons and doomed to a terrible fate. There will be no escaping the big teeth of the Big Top.
So Killer Klowns was fun. It's a little creepier than I thought it was going to be. You're going through all kinds of the scenes from the movie. My favorite, there's this little bitty puppet man thing that comes out of a cotton candy wall. It's if in the movie you're familiar with how they plant popcorn, they turn into these like little snake clown monsters. So that thing pops out of the wall. That's fun. Spoiler alert: a giant Clownzilla that's just hovering over a door that you have to go through. And yeah, it's a bit on the creepy side, but again, I enjoyed it. It's fun, and now I'm off to the next one. There's still daylight outside, but that might actually make it a little better to see the stuff going on here. I'm about to go through the Vikings Undead Scare Zone. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be much better at night. It's very well decorated, but scare actor's just kind of standing around right now, so I might stop back through there when it gets a little darker. Hopefully it gets a little more scary. They have several specialty food and drink offerings at Halloween Horror Nights. I'm gonna get a specialty drink, and then I'm gonna go over here and get a twisted tater because I have not had dinner tonight, so we're gonna give that a try. All right, so over here I got a twisted tater, and I got it with garlic and Parmesan seasoning, and they have also like sour cream and chive, salt and vinegar, and seasoned salt were other options for that. And I also got a Twilight Gateway specialty drink over here in this souvenir mug or cup. Very nice. Has the Halloween Horror Nights arcade logo on it. Pretty cool. So I get something to take home with me. And I think this is rum, some kind of watermelon liqueur, orange juice, pineapple juice, and grenadine. So pretty fruity. Let's give them a try. All right, here we go. I'm going to give the twisted tater a try first.
alright. Used another minute or two in the fryer. It's a little softer than I like my fries to be. I like mine crispy. Seasoning's good. Could use more. Also could use some salt. So it's pretty good though. I get that again, but I might have them fry a little extra. Maybe get some salt instead of just the garlic parmesan. But yeah, I'll turn around so you can see the logo. There you go. Here we are. Huh. Definitely can taste the watermelon in that, which I didn't expect. I thought I'd taste all the other stuff before I taste watermelon. I don't really taste any alcohol. And with all the juices that are in there, you'd think it'd be a stronger flavor, but it's not. It's really kind of a, yeah, it's a kind of a weak flavor. But maybe I need to stir it up a little bit or get to the bottom. Get to that grenadine. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let's stir this bad boy up a little bit. Yeah, I got it stirred up and I'm really still not tasting anything, but it just tastes watermelon, you know. So it's okay. I know it was like 13 bucks, but that was because I got the flashy bug. I'm not sure what it was without. I think like $9. So it's definitely, I don't think worth that. There's not a lot of flavor to it. You can't really taste the alcohol, which I'm not into anyway. I'm not an alcohol drinker, but I'm on vacation. I thought I'd try something a little different. All right, yeah. I'm gonna try something else next time though. All right, well, I'm gonna finish up my snack and then I'm gonna head on to the next house. The next house we have over here is Universal Monsters. It's like yeah, Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, that kind of stuff. So, sorry, Frankenstein's monster. That's one of my pet peeves. I kill myself if I let that go through. So I'm about to give this one a try. And I'll tell you what I think when I'm done.
Terror is about to be unleashed with Universal Pictures' iconic Universal Monsters. In this all-new haunted house, the world's most terrifying monsters unleash havoc, thirsty for anything and everything in their paths. As you try to escape to safety, you'll step into each monster's domain, but beware, they refuse to let anyone get out alive. Come face to face with Dracula in his gothic castle, the Wolfman in a dark Bavarian forest, and the man-made monster within Dr. Frankenstein's lab. And if you survive them, you still may encounter the vicious creature of the Black Lagoon, the ancient evil of the mummy, and more. The Universal Monsters is back over here. I guess you gotta go through Barney's Day in the Park to get there. Now, I always thought there was something up with Barney, and now I know for sure. I don't know about you, but he's always creeped me out. And something I did learn at the Killer Klowns house, the first one I went to, they are not gonna allow filming in these things. I had my phone on my backpack strap, and he said I had to put it in my pocket, so it's gonna be me going through, and I'll tell you what I think when I'm done. And sorry I can't get you much filming, but I'll get what I can, and I'll share what I know. Walking into Universal Monsters now. That one's better than Killer Klowns. I love the gothic decoration, atmosphere in there. It's they really try hard to capture what it's like watching those old movies. I love those old movies. Costuming is it's scary and horrific, and it's very well done. Costuming's fantastic. I love it. On to the next. I think it's gonna be the, I don't know. I'll see when I get there. Over here next to Universal Monsters is Graveyard Games. And yeah, this is one of the original houses over here. Gonna give this one a try. It'll be over that way behind DT. So I'll tell you what I think about that one when I'm done. We got some, I guess, creepy Twitter feed going on over here. I don't know, Facebook chat, but here's our Graveyard Games we're going into right now.
Do cemeteries give you the willies? Then this one will give you nightmares. In the Ascension Paris Cemetery, it's normal to find teens playing amongst the tombstones. You'll find yourself witnessing the repercussions of the disrespectful antics of two teens who have awakened the spirits of the dead. As you roam through the cemetery, you'll wind through dark mausoleums and decaying piles of coffins. Ghosts of every shape and form will rise from the tombstones to exact their revenge as you try to escape the maze of crumbling tombstones and mausoleums. Skeletal beings, ghastly apparitions, and vengeful spirits will try to drag you to the grave, and in the end, you'll find out what happened to those who set out to deface the cemetery.
Just coming out of Graveyard Games. Yeah, it was a good house. It wasn't as good as the Universal Monsters, but it made it better. There's these 3 Irish girls behind me that just kept screaming and cussing in their accent, and it was kind of adorable and funny at the same time. So that made it fun. Good sets, good costumes, good pop-out scares on this one, better than some of the other ones. Yeah, so far, still Universal Monsters is my favorite. I don't know which one's next, but I'm gonna head around and see what we get to. Big guys out here with glow-up masks and chainsaws like it's the Purge or something. I'm gonna get through Springfield here, then I got like a gauntlet of 3 different houses coming up. I got Nightingale's Blood Pit, House of 1,000 Corpses, which I'm not looking forward to. I did not care for that movie. It's a little chainsaws, a little more gory than I like. And then I got Depths of Fear. So that's where I'm heading now. It's just past Springfield. Hit you up when I get there. Here next to the Nightingale's Blood Pit entrance is the entrance to Depths of Fear. I have no idea what this one's about. Looks to be like some kind of water theme. So, as with both of these, I will tell you what I think about when I'm done because there's no filming inside. So I will see you on the other side.
If you have a fear of water and what lies beneath, your skin will crawl with this new haunted house, Depths of Fear. It mixes elements of the unknown with underwater elements, monstrous creatures, and a countdown to a disastrous fate. The workers of a deep-sea mining company have found themselves in a dire situation. They've delved too deep and encountered a parasitic race of creatures that turn out to be deadly. Panic ensues as you find yourself encountering infected miners and acidic creatures. The pressure builds as the self-destruct sequence counts down to the inevitable implosion of the facility. As you venture further into the depths, you'll encounter the creatures known only as the Mouth Brooders. Picture being trapped in a claustrophobic mining installation underwater with a countless number of these slithering monsters, and you witness miners being driven mad by the infection.
Here's the entrance to Depths of Fear. I don't know what the Fathom floor is, but I'm about to find out. So Depths of Fear is essentially mutant disease sea creatures in an underground military base. It is not as good still as Universal Monsters. It's still my favorite. Unfortunately, I still think it's better than Killer Klowns, which makes me sad because I wanted Killer Klowns to be my favorite. It's not so far. Yeah, this is very well themed, and so far it's the best of having little secret places for the scares to pop out of, kind of unexpected places. So it's got that going for it, and the the underground underwater theme is really cool. So that was Depths of Fear, and right now I'm about to go into Nightingale's Blood Pit, which is just next to it, and I will tell you about that one when I'm done with it. Okay, over here is entrance to Nightingale's Blood Pit. Looks like a some kind of Roman gladiator gore theme.
Imagine yourself transported back to ancient Rome, where a ruthless emperor reigns and gladiatorial games are put on for bloody entertainment. Add in bloodthirsty creatures and you'll find yourself in the middle of Nightingale's Blood Pit. Ancient Rome is suffering its worst drought in centuries. The ruthless emperor has declared the gladiatorial games to continue non-stop until the rains return. The gruesome bloodshed of the games is horrifying enough, but then come the creatures. As the blood soaks into the earth, the Nightingales feed on the dead and dying. The Nightingales are a grisly race of creatures that have been here since the dawn of time. You may think you're familiar with their past feeding frenzies, but you haven't seen them like this. You'll try to survive alongside the gladiators as the ravenous Nightingales tear into their victims and notice that fresh blood has come into their midst.
Nightingales Blood Pit. That's the creepiest one so far. It's the first one to make me scream. It's gross, it's bloody, and there are these little creature things in there, these bird-like monsters that are just disturbing. So yeah, that's Nightingales Blood Pit. It's a kind of a Roman gladiator themed. I don't know if they're zombies or monsters. I don't know what they are, but they're gross, they're creepy, and it made me yell. And as usual, very well themed, like they all are. So I'm on to the next.